Hi, I'm Casey Farr, and I've got the details about this past week's field trips.
And I'm AJ Freed, and I can tell you all about Inktober.
And I'm Rocco, and I've got this week in BMB sports.
I'm Ava Chef with your weekend forecast.
These are the BMB morning announcements for October 11th.
Good morning, Mepham, and thank you to homecoming king and queen, Shaun White and Brooke Rahab. That was a new feature where you too can be on the morning announcements. BMB is selling raffle tickets, and each week a lucky viewer or two will get their opportunity to join us on the set of the morning announcements.
Today is day 2. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Today might be October 11th, but it's also the 11th day of Inktober.
Inktober?
Inktober. It's a month-long celebration of sketching, drawing, and art.
Inktober is a month-long community challenge where drawing prompts are used to build skill and create community. Artist Jake Parker, who's a cartoonist, created it, and we use the hashtag Inktober, or Inktober 2019 to find each other and to follow along and get to see other artists' development.
You can participate in Inktober by sharing your creations with the Mepham Art Instagram.
The AP Environmental students went on a field trip on Tuesday in order to learn about soil and why it is important to the environment. The class went to the Comset State Historical National Preserve, where they got to run tests on different types of soil. And on Thursday, the Creative Suite class went to LIU Post to tour the computer graphics and sculpture facilities.
Yesterday after school was the Sugar Skull Craft event in room 327. 24 students gathered to learn about Dia de los Muertos while making sand art and sugar skulls while watching the movie Coco.
Monday is Columbus Day. Thanks to the efforts of the Italian explorer, you can navigate the outside world and discover something new in honor of Christopher Columbus. And in honor of Columbus Day, Jake Winkleman welcomes Italian exchange student Alessio Dona to ask him about his Mepham experience in this week's Around Campus.
Ciao. This week on Around Campus, we are celebrating Columbus Day, and we are joined by one of the new foreign exchange students from Italy, Alessio Dona. Welcome to not only Around Campus, but most importantly, Mepham High School.
Thank you.
Which brings me to my first question. What brought you to Mepham High School?
Well, I wanted to have my fourth year of high school here in the US to master my English and approach a new way of studying.
And what do you think about life here on Long Island so far?
Well, my life has completely changed from the most basic things, such as the way I wake up in the morning or how I study, how I approach to people, what weekends.
And how is Mepham High School different from your school in Italy?
Well, it's very, very different. I like the thing that I get to choose my own courses on the basis of what I want to do in the future and what I like. For example, I love the thing that I've been given the opportunity to study physics and chemistry because this is what I really want to do after school.
Thanks for stopping by the studio for this week's Around Campus. Best of luck to you and your Mepham High School experience, and I hope you enjoyed the island. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Jake, and thanks, Alessio. Today is Emergency Preparedness Day. The schedule for today is a little bit different. Class periods are going to be 33 minutes long compared to the usual 41. There will also be a shelter-in evacuation drill at 1:10 during 9th period, ending in an early dismissal. Emergency Preparedness Day is devoted to conducting various drills unable to be done during a typical school day. Students should get all of their belongings from their lockers before 9th period and be ready to go because they will not be allowed back into the school after 1:45.
Now for a look at this week in Mepham Sports, here's BMB Sports Director Rocco Law.
Thanks, Casey, and welcome back to the BMB Sports Report. A Pirate Sports Week in full swing. Here are last night's varsity boys badminton and girls volleyball results against Manhasset and Great Neck South. Coming up this weekend, 6 Pirate teams are in action. Tonight, the boys varsity soccer team had their last conference game of the fall season as they visit Elmont. Boys volleyball looks to gain ground in B2 visiting Jericho tonight, and girls varsity tennis looks to make it 11 straight W's home against Wantagh. Tomorrow, boys varsity soccer has a non-conference home game against Seaford. Girls volleyball looks to keep its lead for first place in A3 as they visit Carl Place for a non-league match. And finally, the varsity football team looks to bounce back from last week's loss to MacArthur as they face Long Beach at 2 p.m. on the road in a Conference 2 showdown. That's your week at Mepham Sports. Rejoice, Yankee fans, as the Ace ALCS is here. Mets fans, it's going to be a long winter. Now back to you, AJ. I know. Who still reads newspapers?
Now for your weekend weather, here's Ava Scheffler. What's cooking, Ava?
Good morning, Mepham. I'm Ava Chef, cooking up a storm here with your weekend weather. Fall is finally here. It's looking a little brick this weekend, 58 today, and it's perfect for your fashion show. I got your Snapchats. Don't worry, guys. If you ever need anything, just give me a holler. Saturday, it's getting colder with 53 degrees, and Sunday, it's warming up the weekend with 66. Catch you next time on the weather, Mepham.
Thanks, Ava. Now for today's quote of the week. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do.
These have been the BMB morning announcements for Friday, October 11th.
Inktober?
Right, Inktober. Have a great day, Mepham.
These are the Wait, these are the BMB morning. Okay.
These
These are the BMB. What are you doing?